And just like that, I forgot all about GTA 6. Okay, not really, but after seeing the new Witcher 4 tech demo that came out yesterday, I am much more excited about the game. But at the same time, it should be a reminder that we should be very cautious about this. I didn't even know that this event was happening. I just came home from work, went on Twitter, which is a great way to wind down, by the way, after work. Just kids, definitely do not do this at home. Then all of a sudden, I'm seeing screenshots from The Witcher 4. I'm thinking, wait, did they drop a gameplay trailer or something? I look around, figure out that there's this Unreal event. I guess it's called Unreal Fest. And on it, they're showcasing The Witcher 4 on Unreal 5. Cool, this is great. I love The Witcher. I'm all about this. And as I'm watching it, I'm thinking this looks phenomenal, just absolutely stunning, and it's making me more and more excited for the game. But if you're like me, you may have been deceived a little, because when I first started watching the presentation, immediately they say that it is a tech demo to showcase the power of Unreal 5, meaning that this is more likely not going to be the real full game. There was even a post on Twitter about it saying that it's not The Witcher 4 itself. When I first loaded up Twitter and were looking at the screenshots, there was no mention that this was a tech demo. Everyone was acting like this is the game itself and everything. And I'm sure there's going to be a few pages that basically say, oh, this is the first look at XYZ of The Witcher 4. And you also may have just looked at screenshots or whatever on socials and took it as that. But that's a very important distinction to make. Why? Because it's a tech demo. It's demonstrating the ability of the technology if it has minimal restraints. Moreover, this quote-unquote level was specifically designed for the purposes of showing these things off. So the chance is high that a lot of these features might either be limited or completely not present at all in the full game upon release. And notice I said chance because it still might be, but it's important to set expectations accordingly. We don't want another situation like Cyberpunk where everything sort of misled everyone and then the game on release was absolute poo-poo pee-pee. But with all that being said, let's go through some of the things they showed off that I thought were really cool. Firstly, it was interesting to me that they decided to present this on a standard PS5 with a live demonstration because as far as I am aware, CDPR usually opts for PC. Maybe this is an attempt to show that yes, even on a base PS5, we can get these things working, so they're trying to set a precedent of what to expect, but even then I would still exercise caution. Next, just graphically, it looks absolutely astonishing. The Witcher 3 looked great and had well-crafted environments, but if CDPR can maintain this level of fidelity with Unreal Engine 5, then it's going to be an absolute treat to go through this world. I can already tell I would be completely immersed. Here we get more of an idea of how Ciri will look like in the gameplay itself. She looks much more similar to how she did in The Witcher 3 and a little different than the reveal trailer. People initially thought they changed up her character model, and I'm people, but the game director for The Witcher, Sebastian Calamba, said that it's the same model, so I guess it's just all about the rendering of Ciri. Sebastian also said that the demo was running on 60 FPS with ray tracing and on the base PS5, as I mentioned before. That is goated. At the risk of going against my own warnings, if they can pull that off for the actual game on base PS5, that would be so nice. I always opt for performance over fidelity modes on my games, but if CDPR can pull an Insomniac games and manage to do some level of ray tracing as well as hit 60 FPS, then maybe my PS5 won't feel like it has the strength of a baby. Then we get to see Ciri's horse Kelpie, which made me so giddy. Not for any technical reasons, but just because it's Kelpie. It's so nice to see the ties to the books, even though we're so beyond their realm now. Mild spoiler for the books, so be careful, but I'm so excited to see any further references from Ciri's adventure when she was separated from Geralt and Yennefer in the books. I know they didn't show any story elements, but just seeing Kelpie alone ignited my mind to the possibility. Even when Sebastian mentions that it's going to be set in Kovir, another northern kingdom, it's so intriguing. We've not seen Kovir in the games before, I believe, so it's going to be fascinating on how they bring that to life. And then it'll be fun pitting it against how I imagine it when I read the books. The tech with the horse muscles is interesting too. We had horse balls in Red Dead Redemption 2, and now we're going to have horse muscle split workouts in The Witcher 4. I can already tell that The Witcher 4 and RDR 2 are going to be compared so much. You can already see the massive amounts of Witcher 4 versus RDR 2 comparison videos getting recommended to you on YouTube. And on the topic of tech, this whole nanite foliage thing, I'm not a dev. I don't fully understand the implications of such a thing, but just to a player like myself, it looked cool. The foliage, the trees, whatnot, they looked really, really nice. The way it interacted with the wind, it looked cool too. I hope they can do good with this. But the fact that every leaf and pine needle and all is going to be rendered individually, oh my god, the PS5 about to become PS4 Airlines again. All this new tech seems cool, but I feel like it's going to have a lot of bugs and even optimization issues. If it's really going to make it out the tech demo hood and be in the main game, surely there's no way they can hit 60 FPS all the time. Even in the tech demo, it seemed like there were moments of stuttering, but I don't know if that was just the live stream itself or the actual demonstration. Plus, this is CDPR working on a brand new engine. After being used to the Red engine, surely there's going to be some bugs and glitches and performance issues in the interim as they sort of transition over. I don't think that's too much of a stretch to assume, although it does seem like the Unreal team and CDPR are working close together, so maybe things will be different. Just stay diligent regardless, I would say. Just to wrap up, the town looked really cool and lively, although I don't expect the final game to have NPCs like that all the time. I would expect them to occur in special conditions or moments like on story beats or when you first enter a town or during certain chapters of the game. The cutscenes look really cool, especially transitioning from gameplay, although the angle seemed a bit funny with the guy's face, it looked a bit weird. The scene with the circus and the guy talking about 300 unique skeletons of the NPCs reminds me of AC Unity and the Notre Dame mission when they first showcased that. Kind of raises more concerns for me about it being an FPS killer, but we'll see. And you can faintly hear the background music. Oh my god, I can't wait for the music. The music in Witcher 3 was probably my favorite part of the game, and I am eager to hear what The Witcher 4 will have. It's going to be glorious, I can already tell. So all in all, the tech demo was great. It got me amped for the game itself, but it is important to remember for both you and I that this is just a tech demo and not a proper gameplay showcase. Things can and frankly will change considering the game is not coming out anytime soon. It could be for the better, it could be for the worse. We don't know, we just have to wait and see. I just hope it doesn't look like those fan-made PS5 trailers made in Unreal Engine 5 that sort of looks, flat and without personality. If you've seen what I'm talking about, then you know what I mean. Make sure you stay cautious, especially after Cyberpunk. I know they came around and fixed it, but it's still released in the position it did. We would be wise to remember that. I think as it goes on, when they start giving early review copies to creators, make note if they're allowed to show their own footage or not, and when they're allowed to put the reviews up, as in, before or after release. I love The Witcher, and I can't wait to get into this game when it does come out, so I want nothing but the best for it. But that's what I wanted to come out here and say. It's a tech demo, not gameplay. That's my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments. What stood out to you in this tech demo? What did you have concerns about? If you liked what I had to say, consider liking and subscribing. I've got some great videos in the pipeline, just working on them. I'm also trying to get to 1,000 subs by the end of the year, so it would be greatly appreciated if you could help me reach that goal. With all that said, thank you for your time. I appreciate you very much, and try not to die. That's a bit dark, isn't it? What kind of intro was that? What the hell?